What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn, and welcome to another news and video update. I've just been on Twitter. A lot of news and stuff has been dropping on and off all day and night today. It's been kind of crazy, but we have some details on the upcoming DC animated universe movie, Justice League Dark: Apokolips War. This is the film that is pretty much the big culmination of the past 6 years of the DC animated movie universe. Now, I've actually been on my way of going through and rewatching all the movies. I just finished watching Justice League vs. Teen Titans like a week ago. My goal is to go through and rewatch the remaining films. But yeah, so this film has just been, it was announced last year at Comic-Con. I remember I was kind of hoping for a third Teen Titans movie, but I guess this is kind of like an added bonus in a way. Like, it's not the solo film I wanted, but it's a culmination. It's like a sequel to Justice League Dark. It's a sequel to like the other Justice League, Death of Superman movies, and it's of course a sequel to like Jesus Contract in a way. It's a culmination of everything. It's like the Crisis on Infinite Earths or the Endgame. Literally, this is going to be a huge, extra large cast for this movie. So let's go ahead and read the details. This comes from comicbook.com or whatever. Ahead of next week's world premiere of Superman Red Sun in Los Angeles, Warner Bros. Home Entertainment has provided comicbook.com with an exclusive first look at the cast list and the first official still image from Justice League Dark: Apokolips War, a new animated feature that will pit the assembled might of the Justice League Dark and the Justice League against Darkseid, the tyrant god of Apokolips, in what marks more or less a direct sequel to Justice League War, the first movie set in the current continuity of DC animated films. While that story was adapted pretty directly from Geoff Johns and Jim Lee's first arc of Justice League, there is not a story being adapted one-to-one for Apokolips War, so they're kind of doing their own thing, which I appreciate. Justice League Dark: Apokolips War was announced in San Diego Comic-Con, but no official details were revealed beyond the title. In the film, the world's greatest superheroes square off once and for all against the despotic Darkseid, with the fate of all humanity hanging in the balance in Justice League Dark: Apokolips War, the next entry in the popular series of DC animated universe movies. So, produced by Warner Bros. Animation, here's a still image. I've seen some other still images that were kind of leaked online. They're kind of like a cropped image. You can see like Constantine holding the lasso of truth. You could see like Damian, Raven, and some of the other Titans in an image there. It's actually kind of cool. You can actually see how the characters have aged. Like Damian in particular and Raven in particular have definitely aged quite a bit since their initial appearance. You can kind of compare and contrast where they've gone. But you know, the Justice League members kind of look the same. Like there's Aquaman, who hasn't been seen in a while. I haven't gotten the chance to see like the other two things, like the Wonder Woman Bloodlines or the Constantine City of Demons, but I do plan on talking about those at some point on the channel. I've been kind of in the mood to just go ahead and watch some DC films and kind of talk about them lately. So yeah, produced by Warner Bros. Animation, DC, and Warner Bros. Home Entertainment, Justice League Dark: Apokolips War arrives later this spring. So we're getting this in the spring. So it looks like we're gonna get this thing in April, and features the largest superhero cast in the history of DC Universe movies, with dozens of actors/characters spotlighted in a grand ensemble of talent reprising their roles from a 6-year story continuum. So yeah, in a lot of ways, this feels like the DC Universe movies equivalent to what the CW just did with Crisis on Infinite Earths. As you can see, there's the image right here. We can see Lex Luthor, we can see Hawkman, we see Cyborg, we see Green Lantern. I wonder his voice in Green Lantern. It might be Nathan Fillion or the guy from War. The Flash, Constantine, Zatanna, Martian Manhunter, just pretty much everyone's right here. Matt Ryan, Jerry O'Connell, and Taissa Farmiga. So anchor the cast as Constantine, Superman, and Raven, respectively. The triumvirate determined to ensemble the forces necessary to lead humanity's final attack. So alongside the trio, okay, so basically, alongside the trio are the long-running core Justice League members. Jason Momoa, of course, as Batman, Rosario Dawson as Wonder Woman, Sherman Moore as Cyborg, Christopher Gorham as the Flash, as well as Justice League agents Rebecca Romijn and Rainn Wilson, you know, reprising their roles of Lois and Lex Luthor, which they've set up in the previous Death and Reign of Superman movie. Tony Todd, I fucking love Tony Todd, is the voice of Darkseid. I think that's awesome. I think he's great. He did kind of tease this before. Camille Luddington as Zatanna. Ray Chase is back as Jason Blood/Etrigan from Justice League Dark. Roger R. Cross as John Stewart and Swamp Thing. Lee McIntyre as Captain Boomerang. Hynden Welch. Oh, she's back as Harley Quinn. Wow, so they're doing all these crazy. Stuart Allen, of course, the voice of Damian, is back. Saichi Liso as Lady Shiva, and Don DiMaggio as King Shark. So this is going to be a crazy epic cast. So basically, from what I can gather, is there's going to be 3 different teams. They're all going to assemble, and they're going to go to war in Apokolips. So Superman's going to obviously recruit the Justice League. Constantine is going to get the Justice League Dark involved, and Raven is going to go and get the Teen Titans. So this should be a lot of fun. Hopefully there's some nice character moments that they follow up on in the previous films that have been established. I'd like to see more of Constantine doing his quips. Matt Ryan is just the perfect Constantine. I think he's great. Jerry O'Connell like a Superman. I have a feeling, too, for those who have been following along, with Raven gathering the Teen Titans, they're probably going to follow up on certain things they've teased in previous films. Because, like I said, this is going like in continuation of a 6-year story. Because, like in the movies, they've hinted that Raven has a thing for Damian, and like he has a thing for her, kind of. So I think when they do that, they're going to finally follow up and follow through with that, because they've teased it for like 2 movies. So I can imagine that happening, but we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. I don't exactly know, but I have a feeling they're going to follow up on that in this movie, because it's going to be like the big culmination of everything. All the different plot threads that they've teased, all that they've been building to. Is this the end of this universe? I don't know. I have a feeling they'll probably continue, but since this is coming out in the spring, this looks to be like the big culmination of things. And then perhaps they'll go into the DC Rebirth stuff. So this was kind of like, with the DC animated movie universe films, they kind of have some original plot lines. They have their own, like, they kind of started out New 52, but then they kind of went New 52. They kind of just, it's like a hybrid of the different universes kind of rolled into one. Some of the films are good, some of them are not so good, but it's been fun. I've been enjoying the journey along pretty much the entire way, like, basically since, I've been watching every film pretty much the first day since, what was it, Throne of Atlantis came, like before Throne of Atlantis came out. So back in 2014, I've been following along with this whole entire universe, and like I said, I'm going back and rewatching all of them in preparation for this movie, because I'm super amped up to talk about it. And I'm probably going to do some videos on the channel, and we're talking about the other films in the shared continuity. But I just wanted to get, this video out of the way. So what are your thoughts on Justice League Dark Apokolips War? How do you see this thing going? Do you expect a lot of characters to die? Do you expect this to just be kind of like maybe part 1 of a 2-part story? Because this is a rather large cast. I don't know, because normally these movies are like an hour and 15, hour 20 minutes. This has got to be a lot longer than this. Maybe this thing will be close to 2 hours, because you got so many characters rolled into one, or at least be a 2-part movie. This seems like too big for like one movie. I think this is going to be like maybe like a 2, or maybe perhaps probably 2-parter max is what I'd say, if they're going to do this movie. At least that's what my hope is, to make it a 2-part movie and kind of tease for the next movie. But we'll see. I'm super hyped for this thing. I've been waiting patiently for a long time for a follow-up, and as you can see, there's the image right there. We can see Lex, we can see Green Hal, and we can see everybody involved. I've been super hyped for this thing for a while, and I'm just ready. I'm ready for this thing to come out. I've been waiting patiently for follow-up for other movies and certain characters. Like I said, I've been patiently waiting for a follow-up to the Judas contract, but finally I'm kind of going to get it. So, yep, I'm very excited. I'm sure we'll get a sneak peek at it like next week, because usually when they do the premiere of the one with the Superman Red Sun coming out, they're going to do like a sneak peek at the next movie, and that'll drop online. And when that drops, I'll be sure to talk about it, and they'll give more details. And I'm sure a trailer is going to drop very, very soon, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be grand. I can't wait. Yeah, so that's all I got to say. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you excited for this movie? Or are you not? Let me know in the comment section down below. We'll talk about this thing some more. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and so more people can check out the channel, and post your thoughts below on this and your thoughts on the DC universe and all that other fun stuff. All right, that's all I got to say. Take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Justice League Dark Apokolips War. Yes. Can't wait. Can't wait. Very excited. Bye-bye. Oh, and post your theories on the movie, too. So, yeah, that's what's up. All right, take care now. Bye-bye then.